let's talk about fasting with portals and gateways. Now, before I go into that, I want to be very clear. This course is created to give you all the tools that you need so that you may be able to do a proper fast any time of the year, with or without a portal, whether you care about that or not. You are able to do this course at any time properly, in and out of a fast for 3 days. So now that you know that, let's get into the deeper intention of this course. And perhaps it's why you're here, because I made an announcement about the upcoming gateway, and let's prepare for that. So what is a gateway? What is a portal? Now, if you would have told me this a few years ago, around 2012, I would have thought you were crazy. But what happened was my spiritual awakening. And through that process, I had no choice but to believe and to embrace the actual concept of a gateway and a portal. Check it out. This is what happened. Basically, my spiritual awakening happened because I would start to experience extreme amounts of nausea and very deep meditative journey for extended period of times. So out of the blue, on a Tuesday morning, I'd wake up and I would go straight into deep meditative journey. And this could have been for hours. And I would experience extensive amounts of nausea and fatigue and all kinds of things. And this didn't just happen once. This quickly became my lifestyle over and over and over again, to the point where I started to track it, because I knew that there was a bigger story here. The meditations were giving me very specific information, and they were coming in very patterned ways. So I started to track it all down. I started to do my research. I began to get into astrology and cosmology, and I got deeper into what is the Ascension process, the activation of our light body, and what's actually happening as a collective as we all wake up, as we awaken our potential and activate higher levels of DNA. So as I started to put all of these pieces together, which took me so many years, I realized the pattern, that every single time there was alignment in the stars, there was also a very direct connection to my nausea and my meditative journey. I was not into meditation at the time. I was not into spirituality. I was not into any of this stuff. This stuff just happened. So I had no choice but to cater my life to it and start to put all the pieces together, because if I didn't, nobody else would have. At that time, people weren't talking about ascension and waking up and the spiritual body and DNA, so none of it made sense. Fast forward all these years later, this course is created. So basically, a gateway and a portal is exactly what I just mentioned. There's a specific alignment in the stars, and we, because at a very deep level, we are one with the stars. We are one with the universe. Now, I know that's a big statement to claim. I've seen this personally in my visions. I've had the physical experiences. I know this in my being. I don't think and I don't ask that you believe it for yourself, but I can tell you that I know that for me. And part of this process is to share that with you, to tell you that it's real, that you can feel that oneness, that complete merging with the divine intelligence. And it happens so much easier during these gateways. Let's zoom out just a little bit outside of Earth and outside of our solar system. Now, if you could imagine, the entire solar system is moving through this bigger thing that we call space. So if you could imagine yourself in a car on a highway, we are moving all together as an Earth, as a collective, as a solar system. We're moving through space. And as we move through space, there are different parts, like in that highway, there's different exits that align you to different parts of your city and your state and your country. And every time you align with a specific exit, or you align in this new corridor space that we're traveling through, there's new information that's coming in. So there's a new information if you're visualizing the highway. If you take exit 1A, you're going to be directed to a certain amount of information. If you take exit 3C, you're going somewhere else. Same thing in space. We're navigating through space, and as we hit these exit points, and they're not exit points, but these click-in points to different star systems and to different planetary energies, there's different energy coming in every single time we pass. So we pass an exit, we receive information. We pass another exit, we receive more information. And this is continuous. This is just part of the dynamic intelligence of life, right? As we grow, we bring in more intelligence and more light. And this is why the light quotient, or the light field that is coming into Earth, has been accelerating and has been changing so quickly. And there are people all over the world that are also experiencing what I've experienced, and perhaps what you've experienced and what brought you here. This question and this kind of intrigue of what else is going on beyond what I can sense and see, right? And there is so much. And these gateways are like a key in a lock where they just unlock. Now the thing is, we are the ones that are supposed to open that door. The key will go in the lock. Will you turn the lock and open the door is where your choice point happens. A choice point is where you embrace your own divine will and you meet the intelligence that already is, the destiny that lies in front of you. I know. It's big. It's really big. And this is why making a choice to show up for this course, or just for yourself, is so beautiful and so powerful. And if it's a gateway or a portal, then it's magnified. It's like opening the door and having so much information and so much possibility and opportunity just rushing in, like raining on you. Because the universe is asking you to open the door, but you're the one that has to do it. So these portals and gateways are a complete lock and key. It's asking you to open the door, and once you open the door and show up, that's all you have to do. You just show up. Everything that you need in this very moment will be given to you. It may look messy, it may look different than what you're expecting, but that's not important. The important part is you open the door and you meet destiny eye to eye. So these portals and these gateways are acceleration points. They're moments in time where we click in as a collective, as a humanity, and as a solar system. And if we open our gates, our mind and our heart, our energy field, if we allow ourselves to be receptive to it, then destiny meets us halfway to our divine will, and things start to accelerate. And this is what I noticed in my life. Every single time a portal or activation happened, if I met it with resistance, then that's what I would receive in my physical experience. If I started to embrace it and I started to merge with the actual experience, okay, I have nausea. You don't want me to eat? I'm not going to eat. You want me to slow down? I'm going to slow down. And as I slowly embraced it, and guys, it took me years. I was so hesitant at first because I thought it was crazy. And then as I started to embrace it, I started to see other people in the world embrace the process as well in their own unique ways. Not everybody experiences the portals in the same way. That's the whole point. There are infinite amounts of ways to experience these portals. It's going to be very specific to you and to your soul lineage and to your DNA and your ancestry. And that's what makes it so beautiful. So these gateways and portals are just a little tap on the shoulder. Sometimes, like me, it's more of a slap in the face. Wake up, There's something bigger out happening, and you need to open your eyes. And you need to start to embrace your destiny. And when you do, you're going to go on that fast train. You're just going to start to accelerate, and things are going to pick up in your life just simply because you're opening yourself up to receive it. So I hope that helps. Again, you can do this fast at any time. Sometimes I fast without a portal just because I need to reset my mind, and I have something that I'm wanting to give this fast over to as a form of offering. So fasting is just, in general, a very powerful experience in itself. It's been known to be a very powerful experience through time, right? It's written all over biblical scriptures, all over the place. And yet, it's that much more magnified when there's a portal and a gateway. So big portals and gateways tend to be big holidays when most of us are sometimes celebrating with a lot of movement and a lot of distractions and a lot of alcohol and a lot of things. Those are actually the times when there's likely a big holiday and likely a big portal gateway. A spring equinox, the solstice, the fall equinox, the Christmas, Passover, whatever religion that it is you follow, the religion that's not my focus. My focus is the gateway, the information behind what we see in the physical. There's a lining up of stars, of information, and all of that connects straight into our DNA. And we are that divine, and we are that universal. We are just linked into the cosmos. Some of us feel it more than others. It doesn't make a difference. We're all there. So I hope you enjoy. If you're doing this without a portal, I'm so excited that you're even listening to this and open to being here. And if you're doing this with a gateway, here we go.